Jump in the picture at the last second. What am I waiting on? What am I looking for? Oh, we already live.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I took a picture. You just jumped
Oh,
on
I didn't
live.
even know that you took the picture. All right.
We ain't
What's
gotta
up?
say nothing yet. They ain't in the room yet.
All right.
I gotta get in the room first. Okay. But these motherfuckers always fucking shit they shouldn't be fucking with. Animal bigger than they is. Alright. We have two people in the chat room.
All right. Two people. What's up? What's up, y'all?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What's going on? We got a special show for y'all today.
Ah, yes.
Is it a little fuzzy?
It does look fun?
I don't know.
Let me clean the camera off.
I don't know.
Here's the tissue. All right. Is that a little better?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Put that light on, or we gonna leave it off.
Which one?
The ring light.
Oh, it ain't plugged up.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. It ain't plugged up today.
Yeah.
Y'all like the new shirt?
His new shirt. My new shirt.
Ah, yeah. I seen that.
Aye.
Where you got made that?
My wife got me this shirt, believe it or not.
Really? Recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
We celebrate our anniversary.
Congratulations to that, right?
Appreciate that. Hey, baby, I love you. P.O.P. Hold it down.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, come in. Come on. Come into the room. Come.
Won't you come?
Come.
The doors of the room are open. The doors are now open officially. Won't you come?
You get two phones.
That's the new one.
You got a new phone?
Yeah, man. I sent you the number.
Oh, but you still got the other number.
Yeah.
Okay, so when
Yeah.
because when I text you, it showed both numbers in the text message. I'm like,
Yeah, because I hit you from both of them.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I was actually listening to the track you sent me on that one, so I had to
Okay,
send you, had to
okay.
put on the other one.
okay.
And that one just only good until the service run out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we end up getting a new phone before the service ended on this phone. You know what I'm saying? So just for the time being, that's all it is.
Same T-Mobile, AT&T?
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. Okay. All right.
Yeah, T-Mobile.
Look at that, doing big things.
Trying to move up in the world a little bit, just a little bit. You know how it go.
How your weight gain coming, sir?
Things are going real good, bro. Definitely appreciate that.
Okay.
I would say a lot easier than I thought it would be, considering I haven't done a prep like this in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So getting back into the swing of things.
Maybe that's
is
really
easy.
true then, like riding a bike. If you do
Oh,
something,
absolutely.
it's easy to jump back into it and transition back
Yes.
into it. Okay.
Yes. Now it's still hard because for those 2 years I was eating what I wanted. I mean, still to a certain extent,
Right.
I train every day, but just cutting back cold turkey almost on a lot of stuff. It is kind of hard. I be having those cravings for like burgers and
You're a better man than me.
but hey, it's worth it though. It's worth it.
I can't eat right to save my life. You said 8 meals. I can't even get 3.
Well, nice. 6. I do 6 a day. 6
What I'm
meals a
saying,
day.
I think you gave me 8.
Well, no, 8. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I had snacks in between.
Right. So it's
But I
like
can't get that.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks, and you might have 2 protein shakes in there or a smoothie or some
I can't
kind
get
of.
none of that.
Yeah. Trying to base on a 2,200, 2,400 calorie diet, something like that. You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
talking about maca.
Micro. Micro.
Together with macro.
Macro.
And I was like, what is that? And it was like, it's part of dieting.
Right. When you count your macros, that's when you count everything. So count literally how many calories you taking in.
Okay.
How much saturated fat you taking in. How many carbs you
so
like
you
by the number.
All that.
Right. Those are your macros. You know what I'm saying? So it's like by
That's
the
like
number.
Homework.
It is.
I ain't got time for that kind of homework.
I mean, for the average person, we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? That's more for a bodybuilder. You know what I'm saying? Type of person who got to literally get down in depth like that. So when I'm doing my competitions, I have to get down in depth like that to where I'm counting my macros.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. How long have we been on so far? Is it 5-minute mark yet? Nope, not yet. We're going to let a few more people come in, and then we're going to get this thing jumping.
All right.
All this, all that. Gotta go.
I'm going to get rid of it. We got you, you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Dysfunctional's World. And tonight we're bringing you a little something different. It's not just a podcast tonight. It's going to be a podcast / interview / your thoughts.
That's right.
So whenever y'all ready to dive in, we're ready to dive in with y'all.
That's right. And I'm your boy Sid. I'm going to be the host tonight running the interview. We're going to be interviewing this fine young gentleman right here. So, like I said, whenever y'all ready, we ready.
My daddy's going crazy.
We're going to jump off deep into the mind of this.
We might as well.
And let's see what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to know about him. What y'all want to know. And also, let me say this before we get started. He don't know the questions I'm going to ask. He hasn't seen them. We ain't talked about them. None of that. So, y'all going to be hearing it for the first time. Same way he's going to be hearing it for the first time.
I didn't think about that.
That's a really good way to get a live reaction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
So,
The man said, you want to ask some questions? I'm like, sure. Didn't think about, hey, what are you going to ask me? Damn.
Right. So.
Might be a trap. Might be
a
fucking trap.
Man, you know, it is what it is. You know, we just gotta make it live, man. It's gonna be good though, man, for real. When you doing an interview, right? You have to remember, doing an interview is like being a wrestler. And what do you mean by that, Sid? I'll tell you.
Yes, please.
By being an interviewer is being like a wrestler, meaning it is your job to make the other person look good. In wrestling, right? You are a good or bad wrestler determined on how you make your opponent look.
How well you get them over.
Not how well you do, but how well you make your opponent
how
look.
How well you put them over.
Right, because your opponent is doing the same thing for you.
Sometimes.
So, well, no, all the time. That's the whole.
Because sometimes they don't want to play right.
Well, yeah, when they go off script,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when things go left or whatever. But normally, it determines like how well can you make this person look.
Right.
How well can that person make you look?
Right.
So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say that.
Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah, man. You know, and this like interviewing skills. You know what I'm saying? You have to. It's all good. It's all about how well can I make the person I'm interviewing look when they answering these questions, right? Or how crazy, or how whatever direction that interviewer is trying to take. You know what I'm saying? That line of question.
What?
Right. Like, what is it?
That's not part of the. I'm out of here.
You know, so that's what's important about being an interviewer. And it comes from interviewing people before and being interviewed yourself. You got to, you know what I'm saying, play both sides of it. All right, where y'all at now? Y'all come on.
Y'all ain't forgot about us?
Right.
I know we missed one weekend. Y'all ain't forgot about it because we missed one weekend?
Just one? Ain't nothing going on.
We missed one weekend?
Ain't no NCAA, nothing going on, I don't think.
It might be.
Is it?
WrestleMania's on.
WrestleMania? Okay. Well, y'all can pause WrestleMania to check us out, man. You know, we work hard for y'all.
My son, he's finna watch it. Or he's starting to watch it, whatever.
And my brother probably watching it right now, too.
His mother just said that he fixing a pizza. So I guess when he done fixing the pizza, he'll come to the house and watch the rest of WrestleMania. So, it'll be on when I get home, so I'm good.
Bad.
It's only a few matches I want to see today anyway. I saw all the matches I wanted to see yesterday, for real.
Yeah, I forgot it's a 2-day event now.
2-day event?
Yeah. I ain't
watching. 3 actually. Because NXT be on Friday.
That's right. NXT
be Friday at a certain time. After SmackDown go off, they run the pay-per-view show for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And then they run WrestleMania 1 and 2 on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know too many of the wrestlers no more, so you know what I'm saying. Roman Reigns, I know him.
He there.
Yeah.
Brock,
yeah, because he went back to wrestling. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes just showed back up last night to WWE.
Okay.
He was in AEW.
There's a lot of them went over there.
He was the president. Yeah, I mean, it's a cash cow over there. You get paid, but they don't have no storylines for it. They got way too many wrestlers to run a complete storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, effectively.
Right. Well,
you know, the dude, the billionaire, the son or whatever, he buying all the wrestling business he can. Trying to compare AEW to WWE. And I'm like, it's not a comparison. Y'all might have a different caliber wrestler.
mm-hmm.
They got story right. They got soap opera drama over here. What you doing to keep up with that?
Right. That's right. Soap opera drama.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's kick it off.
All right, let's do it. Okay, handy dandy.
Backpack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. So what we about to do right now, I'm gonna interview Dys. We're gonna get off into a little bit into his mind, see what you know what I'm saying, what's going on, what he be thinking about and stuff like that. All the inner workers and stuff that y'all be thinking about when he dropped his My Thoughts video. So we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, touch off into a lot of the stuff that he touched on in his My Thoughts. All right, so we gonna
my daily diaries.
right.
Page.
That's right on the Daily Diary series. That's right. So we're gonna start off with this simple question, the one that everybody asks: who is this? Who is Dysfunctional?
Dysfunctional is a rapper, a YouTube influencer, and a good guy. Genuinely, he's pretty rational. He sees things the way they are. Like I said earlier, may not always see it at the moment, but I do see the end picture eventually.
Okay. All right. So, in Dys's opinion, what are the characteristics of a man?
Gotta have heart. Gotta have heart and compassion. You gotta be a protector.
Excuse me.
A provider. You gotta be relatable. You gotta be relatable, and you gotta be down to earth a little bit. Like you can fly the clouds, but you gotta have some part of you that's based and grounded in reality.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Okay, so with the way you answered those first two questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based directly off those two answers, what was your thinking behind starting your My Thoughts series?
I just wanted the world and people with mental health issues to have a voice that they can relate to.
Okay.
You know, my mind. I'm not gonna say my mind work like everybody else's mind because it don't. It be off kilter a whole bunch of times. But like, I just wanted to give them a voice that they can relate to.
Okay. So did you feel like when giving them a voice to relate to, do you think that it was more narrowing, you know what I'm saying, the spectrum, or just giving them more open opportunity to say, hey, we have a voice too?
Probably more, hey, we got a voice too. Because I never try to limit who my audience is or who I talk to and touch or whatnot.
Okay.
I always left it, if you listen to me and you got something from it, great.
Right.
I'm not throwing it out there for a particular group. Just,
okay.
Anybody that can relate to it or be like, I go through that too. And maybe that's why I go through that.
Right. Like, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna give you 5 quick questions. I need 5 quick answers. Right? Just quick, just boom, 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 boom. Now this is right in the middle of the longer answers.
Okay.
And it was done for a reason. Okay. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Red or blue?
Red.
Straight or chaser?
Chaser.
Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. Based off these answers, I'm gonna ask you the first 2 questions again.
Okay.
Right? And I'm gonna remind you what your answers were.
Okay.
Okay. So Who is this? We're going to take your answer based off hot or cold.
Okay.
You said hot.
Right.
Who is this? Hot.
This hot is rational, not very impulsive, very creative, a little humble, but on point. On point.
Who is this cold?
Off the meds, a little loopy, aloof. Ain't that the word? Ace like to use aloof.
I like that. Yeah.
He's a little aloof. He could be violent. He could be borderline. Letting that beast out the cage.
Okay. Moving on to the second question. I said paper or plastic, and you said paper, right? So, in your opinion, what is the characteristics of a man? Paper.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
A real page turner. He's like a book.
Okay.
You got to read it. You got to read from beginning to end. You can't just jump in any part of the book and be like, this is who this person is.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Oh. I'm trying to stump him, y'all, but yeah, he coming with it. Okay. Moving on to the next question. I said red or blue. You said red. And the question is, why did you start your My Diary series, excuse me?
I started My Diaries because I wanted my thoughts. I guess I started in replacement of my thoughts.
Okay.
Because I was like, I go through stuff like everybody else go through stuff. My stuff be a little epic sometimes. I go through like some epic adventures sometimes. So I was like, I'm putting it in a daily diary and let the world hear it and voice their own opinions about what they think.
Okay. We said straight or chaser, and you said chaser. Explain that one. Why chaser over straight? Because
when you drink straight, you drink hard liquor straight, you miss the, I guess, the good feeling from it. You just get the drunk and high and hungover feeling. When you get a chaser, you can sip on it and marinate. It'll sneak up on you. Be a little surprised as long as you're not driving home drunk.
So is this personality as a drink? If your personality was a drink, would you need chaser for it, or could someone drink it straight? Your personality.
If this was a drink, this would be Dizzy. I haven't told the whole world what Dizzy is. Dizzy is a drink I created myself. It's a Coca-Cola, Grey Goose, Patron, and Hennessy, or Douce now because I'm on the Douce tip. So
okay.
But yeah, it's all three of those in Coke in one cup. And I don't know what you need behind it, but drinking that period, that's the one here getter for real.
Yeah.
I drink two myself, but
and you good.
I'm good.
All right. So we said top or bottom, and you said top. Right? I'm not gonna ask you why you said top. I'm gonna ask you, what did you think I meant when I said top or bottom? That's the thought process of a person.
Okay. Sex.
Okay.
Sex.
Right. Okay. Now that's an open-ended question. I didn't mean anything by it, but I just wanted to ask, to delve a little bit deeper into your mind to see what the first thing came up when someone said top or bottom. Now,
sex was the first thing came to mind.
All right, cool. Now, we jumping off into this again, right? We asked those 5 rapid questions just to change the mindset a little bit, right? So now we're gonna jump right back into it. Ken versus Dys.
Wow.
Right. Ken versus Dys.
Ken is a humble individual. He's a family man. He's in search of love, and Dys is, I'm not gonna say a character. Dys is more like a good alter ego, like where Ken is lacking confidence, Dys has all that. Where Ken is lacking stability, Dys finds that. Where Ken is lacking funds, Dys will go get that. So, yeah.
Okay. So it's the alter ego.
I would say so.
Okay. Do you find yourself being more of the alter ego, or is that just it's a 50-50 give and take, or depends on the situation?
Depends on the situation.
Okay.
Depends on the situation. Because this steps in when this feels like this needs to step in. Ken falls back a lot because Ken is passive and quiet. So.
Okay. Now, you're an author.
I am an author.
A musician.
I am a musician.
A podcaster.
I am a podcaster.
A military vet.
I am a military vet.
What's next? What do you believe? What do you think you need to accomplish next? Because that right there is a lot.
I need to become rich.
Okay.
I need to become rich, not to the point that I'm filthy rich. And I forget where I came from, or I forget people around me. Just rich enough that my people ain't gotta struggle, like for nothing. They can get the same mentality that I have as far as work. Like you can do it when you want to. Okay. It's gonna be okay.
Right.
Not do it because you have to, because you're not gonna be okay.
So going back to the mental health that you spoke of earlier. Okay. Right. I want to use all four of those that we just broke down.
All right.
Tell me what are the negative as well as positive effects of, and you can go in any order you want. I'll just remind you: author, musician, podcaster, and vet. Pros and cons.
The pros and cons of being an author dealing with mental health. The pros, it gave me an outlet to speak on all the issues that I go through.
Absolutely.
It gave me a chance to put on paper for a person to read and say, okay, I understand why he acted this way or why he did that, without persecution and judgment. Okay. The bad part, I put all my business out there. You know, not all. I mean, I still got some stories in my head that I can write another book about. But for the most part, I put a lot of personal stuff out there that would give a person a reason to prejudge me or whatnot.
Okay. Right. Excuse me.
Pros and cons dealing with mental health as a rapper, as a musician. The pros are I can pretty much always come up with a topic. That's the pros. The cons is I get stuck expressing the bipolar feelings a lot more than I express all the other feelings.
Ooh. Okay. That was
Hey, Shelly.
What's up, Shelly? Okay, so
what's going on, Delta?
What's up, Delta? What's happening? You have podcaster and US vet.
I'm going to vet.
Okay.
Not knowing that I had mental illnesses before I went to the military got me in trouble, shortened my stint in the military. But the pros, it gave me world experience. It gave me life experience.
So how did that life experience help with the mental issues that you may deal with?
I found tact. That was the one thing that helped me. I found tact.
Okay.
I understand what disrespect I will allow and what I won't.
Okay. So you found your boundaries for how far you allow somebody to take it.
I got you, Delta. We can talk after the podcast. Yeah, I found out how far I let people go before I speak on what I feel is them doing me wrong. Okay.
And the other one was the podcaster. Or influencer.
The podcaster influencer part, the pros is it gave people with mental health a voice, another voice. Another voice they can relate to.
Right.
I'm not sure what the cons is. I guess some of the people that watch us or tune in feel sorry for me, and I don't really want pity or sorrow, but I appreciate respect. So if they respect me, that's good enough for me, but I don't really need sorrow and pity.
Right. No, because that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it right. So when you're sharing your emotions and your thoughts and stuff like that, especially on the mental health issues, is that coming from something Ken experienced or something that Dys experienced?
Probably both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Are those experiences viewed differently as far as just your thought process on how you're going to deal with it?
For the most part, yeah, because Ken is very distracted by the voices in his head. Whereas this, such a big entity, blocks them out.
Okay. Do you ever think it'll come a time to where they'll coexist peacefully, where you won't have to have one block the other out?
No.
Okay.
That's why I try to stay on my meds. No.
Good point. Okay, so overall, what are your thoughts about mental health?
If you would asked me this 15, 20 years ago, I probably would have told you I think people make it up. Because for the longest time that I had it, I personally thought I was just an a-hole. I thought the way I dealt with things or the way I resolved issues and problems were in an a-hole manner. And I thought it was just me. And then, my blackout happened and I almost killed somebody that I guess really I did care about. And it made me second guess what was going on with me. So I went to a doctor and found out. And when I found out, it made a world of sense. It made like why I did this in the military, why I got in trouble, why this, why that. It all made sense.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, but it wasn't one of those things that I could say, oh, I'm off the hook now.
Right. It wasn't an excuse.
Yeah, it wasn't an excuse.
Right.
But like I said, I burned a couple bridges getting old, and and some of them I just want to tell them, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what was going on with me. I'm not a terrible person.
Okay. Right. Now, I have another question I want to do, and it spins everything, right? It twists everything a little bit, right?
All right.
Because you have knowledge on this. In your opinion, in your honest opinion, in 2022, and this, like I said, this spins the conversation.
Okay.
In 2022, in your opinion, why is gangbanging still relevant? Like I said, it spins the question, but it's based off of everything that we talked about. So why do you feel like it's still relevant?
Gangbanging is still relevant because girls like gangsters.
Just that simple.
I mean, because a lot of these dudes don't get into gangs because they love the street life. They get into it because, oh man, Shorty says she's like a thug.
Right.
She's like a roughneck. If I'm walking around here with gangbanging, I'm rough. But like I said, it's a whole lifestyle that come with that. You know what I'm saying? People didn't got tied up, duct taped, beat up, DP'd, on camera, off camera, shot at because you were hanging with somebody that's in a gang or that's known to be in a gang. Like, the repercussions, they don't measure the pros to why you should gangbang.
So, mental issues in gangbanging.
They go hand to hand. I believe 90% of gangbangers that get in that lifestyle and actually do the banging have a mental issue.
You think they have it beforehand, or you think it's developed while, along the way?
Well, the PTSS, because it's not PTSD no more.
Oh, really?
No, it's PTSS. Post-traumatic stress syndrome. That's caused from gangbang life. It's caused from traumatic experiences. Being in a gang, running up on somebody with a pistol, that's a traumatic experience.
Right.
And the repercussion, that's even more traumatic. When they catch you by yourself and they pull their pistols on you, it's not fun no more.
Right.
It's not fun when the rapper got the gun. So, mental health, I don't know if you gotta have a mental issue to join a gang, but at some point you develop a mental issue because you're in a gang. So,
okay.
Yes.
And what do you think, most commonly, what is that mental issue that most people would develop?
Probably either depression or bipolar or post-traumatic stress syndrome. One of those three. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had traumatic experiences before I joined the gang. That was the reason why I joined the gang. And the fact that I didn't have a choice that night either. But like, if I had a choice, my blue family was telling me the right direction. Not to go, not to join one. And if I would have chose, if I had a choice, I probably would have chose blue, but I wouldn't have loved it like I love the red.
Right. Okay.
So I probably been more openly embraced in the blue, but I chose to go against the grain, join the red, and the rest is history.
Okay. So got a double question.
What's going on, Seventh?
What's up? What motivates you? And adversely, what triggers you?
As far as
just anything. What motivates you and what triggers you?
Love motivates me.
Okay.
And disrespect triggers me.
Okay. So that's almost a yin and a yang. You know what I'm saying? Because it's such a play on those two. Okay, so what are your life goals and dreams? Either one, interchangeably.
I wanted to be a anesthesiologist. But I went to the Marine Corps and became an accountant or payroll guy. So I got out of the Marine Corps, wanted to be an accountant. And like I said, over the course of life, I found out that I have mental issues that cripple me from working at certain places. So my only dreams now, like I said, just become rich.
Okay. All right. Now, we're going to run back to another 5 quick questions way we did before. Separate 5, though. All right.
Hey, y'all feel free to join in the questionnaires or whatnot.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate y'all showing up for us tonight.
Absolutely.
I thought I would do something different tonight, and he watched some of my thoughts and daily diaries, and I asked him to interview me from his point of view to see how I come off.
Right.
So I'm gonna watch this to see if I'm crazy. That's why it's titled "Dys Really Crazy."
Right.
Yeah.
So like I said, if y'all have a question, y'all go ahead and send it in. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk about it. All right. 5 quick questions. He ain't got no time to answer these. He just gotta throw it out. Okay. Slim, thick, or thick?
Slim thick.
Natural or weave?
Natural.
Black only or whatever?
Whatever.
Aggressive or submissive?
Submissive.
Okay. Now, we gonna run back.
Total 5?
Yep. 1, 2. Oh, that was 4. My bad. Oh, ain't no 5th one. It was just 4 on that one. My bad. Okay. So now we gonna run back and ask him some of these questions based off the answers he just gave. Now remember, you have to keep an open mind. Remember who we dealing with. Y'all know how he think. So, you know what I'm talking about? If he say slim thick, he may not necessarily be talking about a woman. Could be a situation. Could be a metaphor. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that's what this is for. So you can get a deeper understanding. Okay, so we going back. What are your goals in life? Aggressive or submissive? And you answered submissive. So what are your submissive goals in life?
To find a woman that I can let it all go with. Like, just tell her everything and not be judged, not be criticized, not be looked at different when we get in an argument. Hopefully no arguments, but just a better understanding. Submissive, better understanding.
I feel you on that one, because we all want to find that person we can be vulnerable
Is this an interview trying to find this a wife? No.
No, this is just an interview to give y'all a better understanding, open-mindedness, because he drops his My Diary series. So I'm interviewing him
on my channel.
Right. And I'm interviewing him on that based on the information and the stuff that he was putting out on there to help give you guys a better understanding of who he is. Yeah. Okay. So now the next question is, what are your thoughts about mental health? And we know how you answered it, right? But now we want you to answer it based off black only or international. You said international. So we want to say, what are your thoughts about mental health on an international level?
I don't think it's brought to the forefront enough in the international world. I don't think people allow that to be a reason for people to. A lot of people use it as an excuse. That's why it's not favorable. And, people don't look at it as being favorable because, like I said, it's not. They feel like people are using it for the wrong reasons. So it gets a bad rep. Everybody with a mental health issue is not out here killing somebody or on the verge of killing somebody.
Do you think people use that as an excuse? Like to take a day off work, or I need a mental health day?
Yeah.
People try to, play the system and stuff.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
I think so too, definitely. Okay.
But then when a person jumps off a building they say, oh, well, she suffered from, well, if you knew that, you should have helped her get help.
Right, and she was trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. Okay, so we asked you, why do you share your thoughts and emotions, right?
Right.
And we're going to use your answer based off of natural or weave, meaning real or fake. You know what I'm saying? So why do you share your thoughts and emotions?
It's okay, Jay. We still going for you. I share my thoughts and emotions because, like I said, I just want to give the people a voice. I want people to be relatable if they're going through or been through the same things I'm going through and need a way out or need a way to reach for help. Because I realized and I learned that every time somebody says I'm gonna kill myself, that's a manipulation tool.
Mm-hmm.
But when they just don't say anything and they go in the room and they try to hang themselves and it just don't work, or they cut their wrist but you find them before they bleed out, that was them reaching for help.
Right.
That's when you should have been like, "Are you okay?" And a lot of people don't check on people's mental health. They just, they pick up the phone and just start talking. Da, 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 da. Oh, this what happened to me today, blah, blah, blah. Yep. They don't be like, hey, homie, or hey, whatever. I'm just calling to make sure you okay.
Right. Just right. Just
a wellness check.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that. So there's a lot of people that play the system. Like I said, when people say, I'm gonna kill myself, I feel like killing myself, that's not how that works.
Right.
Because I remember every time I tried, I didn't tell nobody. It wasn't like, hey mom, guess what? In 10 minutes, if I get a fucking hug, I'm gonna go ape shit.
Right. That's not how it works. Okay, so okay. So we asked you earlier about the gang banging, right?
Mm-hmm.
So based off your answer of slim, thick, or thick, and you said slim, thick.
Okay.
Why is gang banging still relevant? Based off your answer of slim, thick.
Because the little slim, thick shorties like thugs. I mean, that's in some places. Because like if you talking about California, gangbanging is still relevant in California because that's a lifestyle. But like in all the other 49 states, the gangbang, it's because of a woman's intentions and how she likes her men. That's why dudes gangbang. They don't do it for the love. They don't do it for the brotherhood. They don't do it for the family. They don't do it because they out here, some of them do it because they're scared.
I think a lot of them do it for that reason. A lot of them do it because they're scared.
But when I was mentoring, when I was in a mentor group and I was helping them mentor, we would go to the elementary school and we talked to 5th and 6th graders, or 5th graders. We taught 4th and 5th graders, something like that. It might have been middle school, one of the two. But we try to get them before they get too old and into it. And basically, most of them said they want to be Bloods because Lil Wayne's a Blood, or because the girls like Bloods, And I'm like, I grew up in a time when being a Blood was hard. Like it wasn't enough of us. There was a few sets that had a lot of members, but as a whole, it wasn't enough of us. It was a whole lot of them.
Right.
So it was always, we was defending ourselves. So
at all costs. All right, so got a good question for you on this one. Got a good question.
All right.
Simple. Who hurt you?
When?
Whenever. Any time in your life. Can you name a time where you deemed it as someone hurting you? Not just something you could brush off, but something where you deem, hey, that person hurt me with that.
When I got raped, that hurt me. More after that, I think it was just women. After that incident, because physical pain go away. You know what I'm saying? Like the bruises heal, the pain goes away. I'm glad you are away from all that. I am, Shelly. I am. But like women, that pain, when they, who hurt me? The dude that raped me. This chick named Ebony. My high school sweetheart. My first wife and my second wife and my last girlfriend.
Okay. Are any of those pains worse than the other, or you would say they all just about pretty much on the same?
Some of them hurt more. When my first wife left me, It hurt, but it didn't hurt that bad. When she got pregnant, it hurt that bad. I was gonna do some old wild stuff. Um, when my last relationship hurt me, it hurt me deep because I felt like I was finally the person that I wanted to be, and still didn't work out. Whereas all the other relationships, I didn't know what I know about myself to say whether or not it was more hurt from them to me or me to them.
Okay. What are you dealing? What happened? What you got?
Hey, Dream. Yeah, it happened a long time ago, Jay. Ebony. She's in Louisiana, but she's not even worth the retaliation on me either. That's so much drama. Glad you have your support system in meds. Yeah.
That's right. You got us.
But it took a long time to get. It took a long time to get to the help part. Because for a good while, I was just a lab rat. You know, when you first find out about your mental illness, they send you to doctors that they go by a book. It's like a rule, and whatever you tell them, they put you in this rule. If you tell them something else, they put you in another rule, and they keep putting you in these rules until they come up with a bunch of disorders or descriptions for you. And while they come with all these descriptions, they don't know your body. You don't know your body because you ain't never took these medicines. Yeah, definitely. Trauma, not drama. Right. So when you take these different meds, they do different things to you. Like, so with me, I started working out. One of my drugs was a steroid. I didn't know it. I picked up like 18 pounds in 1 month, all muscle. I got scared. I was like, oh, I'm getting big. So I started working out all together, and I picked up like 160 pounds fat. But then I was depressed then because I was too big. I didn't feel me. I didn't feel like me. I didn't want to move around. I lay in the bed all day. I didn't want to do anything. So that just catered to the depression part of it.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, they do always mess them up. Yeah, they do.
I hope y'all enjoying this. I hope y'all are understanding and paying attention and listening to some of the stuff. You know, some of y'all may be going through some of the stuff that's relatable. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that you ain't the only one. You are not the only one. That's what we're here for. We're creating dialogue, open dialogue, and we hope that you share in it. You know, we definitely want y'all to give y'all opinion, voice y'all opinion on a lot of these mental health issues pertaining to a lot of the things that we've been talking about here tonight.
I mean, not to poke the bear or anything, but I remember when I was going through child support for my daughter, and I went to court one day, and a dude that happened to be sitting next to me was like, man, guess what? What's that, man? He's like, I'm gonna tell the judge I got bipolar. What? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell the judge I got bipolar because I can't work. So they're gonna have to give me disability, and I'll pay my child support that way. I said, oh, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, but do you really have bipolar? Are you really going through this?
Right.
Are you really suffering behind it? And so, like, for a long time, I didn't want to use mine at all in court. They talk so reckless to you in court, like you're not a real person. And like I said with the meds, if they don't got your right formula, because everybody's different. If they don't have your right formula, you're not going to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like me off my meds, I was having suicidal thoughts. I didn't want to kill myself, but I was having those thoughts. So when I told my doctor, she was like, oh my God, we don't want you to have no thoughts. My last relationship told me, hey, you should go to the emergency room. I'm like, I don't want to go there no more. Like, I mean, when somebody gets you locked up in a mental home, it's not, you can't leave when you want to, for one. And two, who wants to be baby or treated like they're infants? You know, like the food, whatever you want, they cater to you. You get to watch cartoons and color all day. That's not productive. It's not aggressive. It's real passive. It's real laid back.
Yeah.
But who wants to do that? Who wants to just watch cartoons in your robe and color all day? Like, there needs to be some real dialogue. And then when you tell them what's going on, they don't listen. They just hear what they want to hear. They ask me, do I drink? On the show, I drink. Y'all don't see me drink all the time. Sometimes y'all see me drinking this all the time. But the point I mean, so they asked me, how much have you drunk in the city? And I told them. I said, it has been times when I drunk the whole fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I took a whole fifth to the head. Like, I've done that before. Also, you drink fifths all the time. You don't understand what I said.
Right.
What I said was, I make up when I don't drink. Like, let's say I go 2 months without drinking. When I start drinking, I'll make up for me not drinking for 2 months. I'm not saying I go buy a bottle and just be like this all day. That's crazy. You can't get nothing done that way.
That's true.
What's good, bro? Yes, we are. Thanks for feeling comfortable sharing with us. No problem. What's Aries got to say, Melvin? My dad has bipolar disorder, and my grandmother and cousin has schizophrenia, so I know a little about it and some of the behaviors. Right. Me, and I'm tired of working.
I feel that. I understand that. All right, let's go. So, getting back to it, what are some of your greatest achievements in life, or something that you would feel like is your greatest achievement?
That's easy. That's an easy one. First and foremost, my kids.
Absolutely.
Secondly, graduating the Marine Corps. Everybody can't do it.
Right.
Third, my music. And last but not least would have to be the podcast and my book.
Absolutely. Okay.
Again, everybody can't do those things.
Right. What are some of the toughest things you ever had to face in life?
Hey Jamila, you're August Virgo. They go
Virgo, V gang. All right.
his kids. Alright. That's true, Shelly, my kids. What was the question?
What are some of the hardest things you had to face?
The good old boy system in the Marine Corps. The constant racism in America, because I got in front with skinheads when I was in California. I came down here, I met a bunch of white people that like to use the N-word too much. So, you know.
How crazy is it you went all the way up to California to fight with skinheads? You know what I'm saying? When you could, you know what I'm saying? Like right here in our own backyard, where they got them. But you, yeah,
These skinheads ain't like those skinheads. They were body.
they radical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These ones down here, they hide it.
But they used to living amongst us, meaning black folks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what I guess. all I know, them ones in California, they weren't playing. My dad, they Doc Martin's on, they was trying to stomp the life out of me.
Dang.
Hit me with a bat, yeah.
Well, they ain't playing.
No, they weren't playing. The loss of humanity among people in general. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, you're seeing it more and more and more. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes the interview portion of the show.
Hey.
I think we gave y'all enough information, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that to come up with a pretty good conclusion. You know, I hope a lot of this stuff you was able to grasp onto and understand, like, hey, I can relate to a lot of this stuff. I can relate to this. And also just know that it's okay to talk about mental health issues. It's okay.
It
you know
is.
what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. Even if you may suffer from a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? Just know that it's okay. Don't think nobody is talking about you or nothing like that. Just know it's okay. We create open dialogue, and that's how it works.
Why would I pick the Marines? The Marines actually picked me. Like I said, I wanted to go to school to be an anesthesiologist, and my Marine Corps recruiter had recruited my family member first, and he came back flossing all that new money, coming all these new women that he meeting. I'm like, man, that sounds like the life. And so we were talking. He was like, I'm gonna get my recruiter to come talk to you. I said, okay. He's like, I bet you any job that you want to do, is what he said. I bet you any job that you want to do, we have it in the Marine Corps. I said, you sure? He's like, yeah, I already had did my research, and I knew what I wanted to be. So he's like, just lay it on. What you want to be? So I want to be an anesthesiologist. His head dropped. He was like, well, we don't have a medical. The Navy's our medical.
Right. That's right.
I said, well, I told you, you can't
I was
help
in the
me.
Navy, so.
And so he was like, well, what do I got to do to redeem myself to put you in the Marine Corps? I said, I don't want to go to war because I've already been shot at. Like that's not an incentive for me. Like I want to be somewhere I won't get shot at. What do you got that I can do that I won't get shot at? And so he gave me a list of things. He's like, well, if you score higher than this on your ASVAB, I can give you some jobs. So I scored on ASVAB. He's like, you do payroll, paperwork, or motor T. I was like, what's motor T? Drive trucks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Paperwork. What is paperwork? Oh, you file people's paperwork? No, that's not right. Well, you do payroll. Payroll. What's that? He was like, well, you manage Marines' pay and stuff like that. I'm game. I like numbers. No?
Right. Seems like a fit, so let's do it.
Do you like the abuse? I like. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I went to boot camp twice. The first time I went to boot camp was in '98 when I just graduated high school, and the abuse was minimal. Like I could take it. It wasn't like I cried about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got disqualified because I got dislocated shoulders. My shoulders had loose cartilage around them and they'd pop out of place. So they told me that they didn't want to take the chance on me carrying a 70-pound backpack and walking 12 miles or whatever, my shit pop out and then it's their fault. Or me doing a pugo stick and my shit pop out. So they sent me home. So I got an admin cell. And then I went back in '99 of April because I really wanted to be a Marine by that point. I was like, I could do this. I can make it through this.
Right.
So I did it. I went back and made it through it. And then I got put in the fleet at a fucked up duty station. And they showed me how much they don't like individuals. Like, I mean, if I would have been a follower, I probably could have went a whole lot further. But because I'm an individual, and I tend to do what I want to do when I want to do it, which I guess the Marine Corps wasn't really for me, but I did. How can we buy your book? I'm not sure all your subscribers know the information. It's on Kindle. The Real Beginning of Dys by Ken Woods. You can't get paperbacks anymore because I haven't ordered any more lately. I might do that again later this year, and then if that's the case, y'all can hit me up and I'll send them to y'all. But right now, you can get on Kindle. Like I said, The Real Beginning of Dys, DYS, and it's written by Ken Woods, and you get the whole book.
Check it out, y'all. It's a good read. It's definitely a good read.
So your next video talk be about the solution to our problems and talk some positive solutions to help. What problems? What problems are we talking about? Absolutely. You are amazing. Thank you.
Because we would love to talk about it.
Hey, Annie.
Annie, what's
what
up?
problems are you talking about? What problems what problems need solutions that we can help with?
Right. Let me know. We can talk about it. You know, we love to talk. So what problems? You got questions, we got answers. I mean,
we can do that.
For real. Next time he gonna interview me and we gonna talk, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Thanks, cause you always talk about your stories, want to get to it. Okay. Yeah. My stories, yeah. So they're my stories.
He has an interesting story, y'all. For real.
Like mental health. Okay. Well,
we can definitely talk about that more.
The solution to mental health is to first figure out who's fake and who's not. Second, to find the right cocktail mix. If that makes sense. Because like I said, you put a person on Seroquel and they don't need to be on that. You can put a person on
what's that ADHD stuff?
Ritalin,
yeah.
You can put a person on Ritalin. You can put a person like
Prozac or something.
Xanax. It's a couple other ones. Seroquel. It's a couple other ones that are bad. They're just not good for anybody. But like I said, first step is find out what that person's issues are. What's the best medicine with the least amount of side effects to help that person.
Right. And understand, y'all, because it's a very fine line between having mental health issues and facing just a hardship, right? Sometimes you face a hardship that you have to go through, that you have to experience.
Why are Virgos so picky? As Virgo, we think so much, our brains never stop. I guess I have that, because I have a Virgo in me somewhere, and my brain's always running.
Yeah, we are picky. Very.
I'm picky.
Very.
But, What else was I gonna say about that? We were just talking about mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not to be funny, but like one of my medicines, it costs $10,000. I take it every 3 months. So, for me to go get a 9 to 5 job and only make $60,000-$70,000 a year, I'm paying for medicine. Like I'm not paying to live, I'm not paying to enjoy life, I'm just paying for medicine. To me, that makes no sense. My dad's on Seroquel. Yeah, Seroquel sucks. However you spell it, but he's been on it for a while and it puts him in sleep. Yeah, that's what it's designed to make you lazy. And the difference, that's what I was gonna say. The difference between depression and going through something is when you go through something, you can bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
When you're depressed, it's not really a bounce back thing.
Right.
Like no matter, like the situation can change. You could be, if you're depressed. Let's say your girlfriend break up with you. You're depressed. You might or boyfriend, whoever you are. You might contemplate suicide. You might contemplate leaving, like everybody, because you feel like you're alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then your girlfriend come back around and says, "Oh, baby, I'm just mad. I want to talk to you again." He'll put on the emotions, or she'll put on the emotions, like everything's okay. But deep down inside, they don't want to be there no more. They're alone. They've been alone. This is what they felt like. They were alone. So how can I be not alone or not a burden? Like it's always that negative outlook to them. Like, man, why am I always the one causing the relationship to fall? Or why me? It's a real guilt trip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
14 karat gold medicine. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
It's a trip, man. It's.
But everybody triggers are different. Like my depression came from years of me being an a-hole. Like me and moms never got along. For real. Like when I was a kid, she was like my best friend. But when I got to be like a teenager and talking back, we never got along. Her biggest thing was she wanted me to graduate, and I'm like, but why? Like, why do I need to graduate? Like I was on that tip, even though school was easy for me. Like I didn't struggle with anything but geometry. That's the only subject I ever had like struggle. Would you have slapped Will back?
I knew that was coming.
Wow, man.
I knew the Will Smith conversation was coming.
I would have rolled him. I would have rolled him.
Yes.
I would have rolled him right back down the stage.
Yes.
Can't no man put their hands in my face and me not do nothing. I don't care where I'm at. I could be in front of the police. I'm just gonna get arrested that day.
Y'all check my video out. I talked about this. Your boy said on IG and YouTube. But absolutely, we would have been fighting. Oh, let me say. I want to say this for everybody who keeps saying that why he had the same energy for August Alsina. Because his wife didn't tell him to.
It wasn't even that.
That's all it was.
It wasn't
because
that.
His wife was the one who told him to do it. Not told him, but she gave him the look.
It wasn't that. He didn't wild out on August Alsina because one, August wasn't in his presence. Two, because it came as a shock to him too. If you watch the video when he first heard about it, the entanglement, it was a shock to him too. Like he was like, "Oh, for real?"
Well,
but it made him look a certain way. But he didn't respond. So the attitude, the mentality of all that, it just stayed bottled up.
Well, I think he knew before the video.
He might have.
But point being, she didn't ask him to do nothing. She didn't tell him to do nothing. She didn't charge him up, put the battery in his back the way she did with Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't going to do nothing about that situation. He was going to let the joke ride. Right. You know what I'm saying? He was going to just let it go.
He was.
So folks like, why he didn't bring the same energy what he did? Obedience. You know what I'm talking about? Obedience and do what she tell him do.
Our lawyer's a hungry dog.
You know, right.
They said, would you slap someone for your wife too?
Facts. Yes, I would.
I believe he would too, Shelly.
Facts. I would slap the shit out somebody for my wife, and she know that. She had to stop me before. Like,
no, Jada wouldn't want that.
I'm man, listen. Oh, hey, let me say this. If I were Chris Rock and I just got hit, and I got a microphone, and I'm a professional comedian, I'm going in. Bro, you done hit me one time. You done hit me now. I'm going in. It would have been G.I. Jane 2, 3, 4, bald-headed whole jokes, pool cue. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, because you hit me already. You know what I'm talking about? And I got the firm believer when I was online for the frat. Once you hit me, I'm in your shit. I'm in. You might as well give me your history, teach me the grip. And in this situation, once you hit me, I'm going. If I'm gonna take the professional route, which I probably wouldn't, but if I did take that route, I'm going in. I'm using my professional skills as a comedian, and I'm finna bang on your wife so bad for these next 30 seconds. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use your anger against you and make you seem like you the one that's out of control. Because you hit me already. And like this, and I ain't let no man hit me. He hit me and then turned around and walked. I would have jumped on his back like a spider monkey. Like a little monkey, right? I would have jumped right. Like, jug him or something, because you're not gonna just hit me.
Like the backstory, Chatty, they say Chris Rock has been passive aggressive for the last 2.5 years at people. Like when people come at him violently, he passively aggressive the situation. But I would have rolled him. If it was me, I would have rolled him right down the stage.
I'm sorry.
But like I said, in my opinion, Will just had enough of Jada making him look bad, put him in bad situations, and his sex was bad. You know, she did way more than enough over the last 2 years about Will.
Yeah.
And
the face.
And he still stood by her side and whatnot. And I was telling somebody earlier, I believe Will, he don't feel like he's Will without Jada. They've been together so long. He's been in that space for so long. He don't feel that he's Will by himself. Even though we all look at him like, Will, you're Will by yourself.
Right.
You don't need nobody to put batteries in your back to do nothing. He don't look at himself as being Will by himself. He feel like he's Will with Jada.
And this whole progressive marriage that they trying to uphold and pretend to be progressive marriage, open this and it don't matter, entanglement, my husband gonna forget. Listen, that's a bunch of BS. All that crap. You know what I'm saying? Man, she been making him look bad for years.
Oh, Shelly said he was about to. Someone said he should have said that slap will hurt until August. Once somebody gets too close, I would have punched him first.
Facts.
People forget Will is from West Philly. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Kanye would have met him halfway in the state.
Right. That's why he just stood there. But that's like you said, that's Chris Rock.
Yeah, that's Chris
But
Rock.
if I see somebody
if he would have ran up on Tony, it would have been a different story.
Right. A lot of comedians. I mean, I'm sorry.
DL would have did something different.
He would have did the do with his ass. I mean, I'm sorry. Even truth be told, when everybody saying why he didn't do that to August Alsina, it wouldn't have went in his favor. I'm talking about Will Smith. In my opinion, I don't think so.
You think August would have got him?
Yeah, I do. That little New Orleans would have came right up out of him. That little New Orleans boy would have came right.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Will would have got him, but he was looking at him like he was too young for him to be messing with.
And no, that's exactly what he thinking. He too young for me to be messing with. That's exactly what he thinking. He too young for me to be messing with. That young boy gonna put them hands on him. You know what I'm talking about? Put them hands on him. But
yes, it does, because they think Will is soft. Will is from the hood. He is from the hood, but he carries himself. He puts himself in a soft space, so people treat him that way.
Yes, because he allows himself to be emasculated by his wife.
Like the baby puts himself in a thug persona. So if somebody run up on a baby, you know you either gonna get filmed getting beat up, the bodyguard's gonna jump you. If you got a gun and he got one, he gonna shoot you. But he don't go everywhere no more. The baby go to concerts, to home. He don't just be in the streets no more walking around. Because he ain't gonna catch. It ain't gonna be too many situations where he beat the crap out of a person, their pants hanging off their butt, and you filming with your phone, with their phone. That ain't gonna happen all the time. He gonna run into somebody that rightfully break scale on him and put him down. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. He's abusive like his daddy. He's trying to contain it. He might be. He might be.
Maybe. Abusive like my daddy. Oh, snap. Just saying, y'all.
Yeah, sure. I read that in the book too. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So like Will having an abusive nature, he's been trying real hard to disguise it.
That's right.
So when he gets fed up too much, everybody blows. Every man has a blowing point. No matter how nice or how sweet they are, every man has a blowing point. And when you push that blowing point, you get a slap. I mean, I'm sure if he could have, if he could have had August Alsina in the same place at the same time when he was talking that entanglement stuff, you would have seen Will do something a whole lot different.
I just seriously doubt that.
He may not have won. I'm not gonna say he would have won.
Right.
But you would have seen something different.
I don't think he would have did nothing because I don't think Jada would have let him. You know what I'm saying? I think Jada would have stepped in between. Jada would have did. You think? I don't.
She would have let him in.
She
wasn't trying to save Alsina. She was trying to throw that dude up under the bus.
Right, but nah, I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it because that was her. You know what I'm saying? Like she did that. That was her mess. I don't know. I think she would have been scared for her husband's life. I'm telling you, the little New Orleans boy would have came in fresh.
Jada been bald headed.
Right, long time ago. Long time ago. She been making him look bad for so long, for real. Remember when she had
she a toxic woman.
Very toxic. Remember they had Steph Curry wife on there, and Steph Curry wife said she wanted more attention from men, even though you married. What? And she on there kiki and the high with her and amen and the high five and shit, like for real.
She had Jordan Woods on there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you saying?
Jordan, did you sleep with such and such? No. You didn't do it because we know you, Jordan. You know, we're close friends with your family. And I didn't sleep with Tristan. You just sat on his lap and kissed him. Yeah, I know. I thought it was wrong, but it went too far.
Man, I'm sorry. No. He
said he'll really lose Jada behind August. Then you'll see that man fight.
See who fight?
You see Will fight if he lose Jada.
Man.
You don't think so?
I mean, he might. He that. I guess he that much in love. I guess. I mean,
it ain't even. I don't even think it's he in love no more. I think it's like I said. He's at the point where he can't coexist without her. He's been running behind her tail for this long. He's not the alpha in that relationship.
Hell no. And she running behind Tupac.
Every chance she get.
Every time she get. I be like, hold on, baby. Listen, at some point you gotta let that go.
So like I was telling my brother, like, I heard the story. Cause he told me I heard a story that they were at the same party and Will didn't speak to Tupac and Tupac didn't speak to him.
Yeah.
I said, but I heard another story, blood. He's like, what's that? I said, I heard they was in the back seat of a cab throwing hands. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah, that's what I heard. He's like, who won? I don't know who won. And he was like, ain't no man gonna fight over a woman that he ain't never slept with. So why Jada always talking about they never slept together?
That I don't believe. They said she slept with Buddy from Chris Cross. I'm just saying, was at his door when he was.
Jada wasn't sensitive. She hates
16,
Chris.
Something like that.
Yeah, he was 16 at the time.
Yeah.
That's sign up to be famous, and it comes with the negative and positives. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. But she been running him down for a minute, man. It's like, jeez, come on, like, dude.
My family member that called me today. He was like, KC and JoJo. He was like, because he didn't know. He was like, whichever one was dating Mary J. Blige, put her through it.
KC.
I'm like, I told him.
JoJo.
It was JoJo. No, it was KC.
It was KC. It was the skinny one.
The skinny one did it. So I was like, he was beating her up, and I was like, but they say bad dudes got the best. So that's why she didn't put his business in the street, because what can you say bad about it? Like Will is a good guy, so maybe his is trash sometimes.
Oh, real.
That's what Jada said.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. And that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that. How can you get on TV and say that? You know what I'm saying? If he would have said that about her, they would have been dogging him. Oh, her stuff is just okay. You know what I'm saying? Or
someone said they do this.
She don't know how to work it or what. Like, come on now.
But it was funny because years before that, they said, what would you do? What would you do to help things be better with you and your husband? She said, I wish it was two of me, because Will's allowed a man to handle.
See?
But then you get on there and start talking about he bad. This is why I mess with Alsina.
I just wanted to feel good. I ain't felt good in a long time. What that really? Really?
No, sorry. Kids should just stay out of it. Chris Rock, kids need to sue Will.
Well, Tony Rock said it's 10 of them, brothers wise, it's 10 of them. That's what he said during his comedy routine. He was like, they coming. That what Tony Rock said. I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all.
I mean, 10 dudes jumping wheel. You have a change of heart around him up.
I hope so, cause yeah, he got in one little fight. Mom got scared.
Oh man.
He finna move to Bel Air for real. I'm just saying. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. Hey. Man, listen. I'm just saying. It's crazy though. This whole thing is just weird though, man. For real. On one hand, you got a man who's fed up, tired of being the face of emasculated men. On the other hand, you got a wife who don't quite respect her husband, but then she says she do. But then they supposed to be the face of progressive marriage. Like, if this what progressive marriage is supposed to be, ain't nobody gonna want this. How you gonna sell this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a bunch of mess. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Mess and drama. Like, come on now. This man slapping folks. She laughing. What's going on? Chris Rock talking about him and Tony Rock talking about him and the brother finna gang. Judge Joe Brown done jumped in and said something about Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Samuels done said something like, y'all, come on now, for real. Will Smith talking about resigning from the Oscars or from the Screen Actors Guild or whatever the hell.
Like Holly Berry and Monster Ball, she said she just wanted to feel.
She just wanted to feel. Okay, but that's okay for her to say that.
What if Will really did that?
Yeah, right.
They really did that on camera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In Monster Ball. Yeah, her and Billy Bob. Yeah. I mean, it's man, come on now. Man. If anything, she's supposed to downplay that. You know what I'm talking? When August started coming out talking and all this other stuff.
That's all she had to do.
Downplay it.
He didn't mean nothing.
Admit to it. Downplay it. Don't say what you say. You know, say what you said. Y'all know what I'm talking about for the folks who've seen the 85 South show. Say what you said. Okay. But she can't be saying that type of stuff. Downplay the issue. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you want to admit to it. Okay, cool. But you ain't got to get on public TV or internet or whatever with millions of followers talking about, I just wanted to feel good. What? Or all this other stuff. I.e. making your husband look bad. It's your wording. Use your words. Man, you know what I'm talking about?
Terrible.
She made him look terrible, right?
Terrible. Not like, just bad.
She could have worded it differently. Good intentions, bad delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have worded that totally different to not make him look as bad.
Distraction.
Man.
A distraction for what? Yeah, that polygamy, I don't get it really, but they're promoting it now, all these sister wives and other shows.
Yes, this progressive marriage now to where the man can have multiple women or the women can have multiple men inside the marriage and all this other stuff.
But that's not a new thing.
Well, it's not a new thing, but it's new. Like it's a new open thing now to where they just
people were doing that back in the day.
They've been doing it, right? And you know what's funny? It worked better back then because there was more hush hush, more quiet, more. Nobody wanted to be outed for that. Now it's like we want to just put this out here.
Yeah,
that's like we talked about this, but the hypersexuality thing, where once upon a time people sleeping with a lot of people was deemed a bad thing. Now it's all good. Hypersexuality, sleep with whoever you want to, settle down in your 30s. Whole other conversation, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Look it up, y'all, if y'all need something to do with hypersexuality. But
Blueberry, I agree. For this war. Oh, it's all for the war. Yeah. That's not really a war. That's a slaughter.
Ukraine?
Yeah, that's a slaughter. Ukraine ain't got no real military.
Well, it's not going how Russia thought it was, though.
Yeah, because most of their troops are walking off and killing innocent people.
But now Ukraine has entered Russia. The Ukrainian army has.
Oh, they do have army.
Yes, they do. They do.
Oh, okay.
But they have entered. They are officially on Russian soil now.
I didn't know they had army.
Yeah, they have army. They have.
All I heard them killing was civilians, dropping bombs on civilians and stuff.
Nah, they fighting back. But the civilians are fighting too. That's why they.
Okay.
They were slowing. Bruh, the president said anybody who want a gun, come get it. And he really opened up the arms depot and let everybody come. They made an announcement and said they give a reward for any farmer who steal Russian tanks. Because one farmer had stole a Russian tank and like turned it in and got some bread for it or whatever. The officials, whoever, told the president. The president made an official statement. Anybody who steal a Russian tank get a reward.
Okay.
So now all the farmers with their tractors and stuff is going out looking for Russian tanks. It's
all
crazy.
The money they're taking from the U.S. to others when our country is in turmoil.
Well, I want to say something, but I don't know if we're going to get banned or demonetized or something. But and I'm gonna say this real PC. Y'all, please research how they treating black folks over there during this particular time right now. Please.
The same way they treated them before.
I know, but in particular, please, y'all research how they are treating black people, Nigerians and Africans and stuff like that over there, y'all. It's horrific. It's horrific, y'all, for real. For real. And now they're trying to get them to turn around and fight with them. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm just saying, like, but they get mad when the folks like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was just.
That's why I'm upset. She's saying that's why she's upset.
That's why she upset?
Yes.
Because the way they treat them?
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm all up on it. Trust me, I'm all up on it.
Shanghai on the lockdown, again, the coronavirus is emerging again, and they lying about the dead bodies.
Did you see the video?
I did.
Where Buddy was twitching and moving and put the cover up on his head like, you big dummy. Like, you just really.
Everybody else was dead.
Right. Supposedly, anyway. Or maybe
they all just laid there.
What they said, they understood the assignment. You know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Buddy was just like, ooh, hold on, ooh. Like,
he was trying to get comfortable.
Man.
He gonna lay there for a minute.
This whole thing, y'all, the whole thing is crazy. And now they talking about it's spreading across to some of the other European countries and nations, right? But now they like, oh, I can't believe it's happening in these European places and all this blah, 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 blah. But European nation, the European continent, European countries, that's what I was trying to say, is known for war. They known for war.
Yeah.
You freaking had a war called the 100 Years' War. You are known for war. Yeah. What are you talking about now that it's spilling over into the European countries? Are you serious? Don't get me started on this, man. My bad, bro. Talking about that forever, man.
Yeah.
Forever, bro. I be doing my research.
I don't have the time to research that. I don't care.
Well, man.
I'm at the point in my life I can't get redrafted, so it don't matter, even if I wanted to fight.
I feel you. Yeah.
And there's no country that's stupid enough. And I'm going to say, I don't care. There's no country that's stupid enough to come to America and wage war on us. Mm-hmm. Be running through these streets with their guns like we ain't got none.
Do y'all know how many guns it is per 100 people in America? Anybody?
Yeah, my husband and I were discussing this. He's Ethiopian.
Y'all think about
that. So
this.
he's upset about how the Africans are being treated.
That's right.
Over in Ukraine, and have the audacity to ask them to fight for them.
Thank you, whoever said that. Seventh House. Yeah. Thank you. That is so true, and that's what I was saying. The way they are treating Africans, Nigerians, Ethiopians, all of that, college students and kids and stuff, and then they got the nerve to ask these people to fight for them. That's exactly what I was talking about.
In the Civil War.
That's true too. That you right about that. Oh, to answer that question earlier, how many guns is it per 100 Americans? 125. That's why people don't want to invade this country. Well, that's one of the reasons. We have more guns per 100 people than we have people. It's 125 guns per 100 people in this country. Americans love our guns. You're not going to come over here and invade us. And then we have Mexico over here. Good luck getting past them. We know how hard they fight. You know what I'm talking about? South America down here, which is a longer country. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't a good idea to try to come that way because the border pinches in.
But I'm just saying, like, I remember when...
Don't come from Canada.
When I was in the Marine Corps, and they used to be like, do you want to go over there? Because, like, that's when 9/11 happened. I was in there when it happened.
Right.
I don't know if you was in there then, but I was in there.
9/11, no.
Okay.
No, I was in college. I was actually in my apartment.
9/11 happened. I was there. I was in the Marine Corps. And they're like, hey, let's see if we can get traded to a war type duty station so we can seek revenge. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I want to go run up and down mountains and caves that they know in and out at the back of their hand? Mm-hmm. You want me to hold a gun and a flashlight and try and kill these people when the only thing they did to us, I'm not saying it was minor, was run planes in the building.
Supposedly.
There was no sleeper cells that activated. There was no sleeper cells that activated in America. Was holding court in the street. You have white boys that robbed a bank that were doing that. Fully armored up, robbing the bank, holding court in the street. I've never seen not one Arabic, Iranian, Ukrainian, Russian come over here and do anything. They bombed Hawaii. Hawaii's not over here. Hawaii is a part of here, but it's not over here.
Right.
And they bombed the boats.
Right.
And it just happened to catch some people that were on the boats. But mostly they bombed the boats. And when we drop that nuke, everybody shut up.
2 of them.
Everybody shut up. You don't have to win a war with handguns and foot soldiers.
Mm-mm.
North Korea shooting missiles, threatening, hey, y'all say something else again, we gonna shoot one at y'all.
Right,
Okay.
right. And now they're trying to win a war with sanctions, which go to show you how
Hey,
they
Tanya.
switch everything to economics because they put so many sanctions on Russia. What we talking about, y'all? What them comments hitting on though?
Allegedly,
They
right?
aren't Ukrainian, exactly right. See, I see a lot of y'all is up on it. What's up, y'all? What's up? I see a lot of y'all is up on this Ukrainian thing. I appreciate that, man. I know y'all be knowing what's going on in the world. That's what's up.
Did you get my email, Tanya? Because I sent it to the email you gave me.
For real. So, hey, it's crazy. That Ukrainian thing is crazy. And if you notice, where's COVID? Where's COVID? Did COVID get drafted, y'all? Did COVID get drafted? Where's COVID?
No, you can't do that on here.
Okay.
The video will get removed.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. Never mind. Okay.
All right, I'm trying to send it again.
I don't want no trouble.
Is it lowercase or capital? Or it don't matter? No, you can't talk about that on here.
Yeah, my bad.
We tried that already.
Yeah.
Video disappeared.
We don't want no trouble. They want no trouble. No, but I'm just saying, man, when it comes to stuff like that, you have to definitely stay aware of what's going on because a lot of times it's always about the same thing, money. You know what I'm saying? I always come back to the same thing. So that's why you got to be so aware of what's going on.
And we don't even buy oil from them.
Right. Well, we do now. Spending $60 million with them on oil.
On who?
Russia.
For real?
Yep. Which is crazy, ain't it?
Wow.
And I think they just stopped. But yeah, we was spending $60 million in oil from them. With all these sanctions that we put on them, we done froze $3.7 trillion in assets in the bank from them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. But it all go to show you how they already have these things already set. Mm-hmm. And even though it's a war going on, hey, we already had this deal before the war started. Mm. So let me keep getting these, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was telling my brother earlier. I was like, it don't really matter who we vote for president.
Oh, no.
I was like, if you really want to see a change, you need to put the right people in Congress. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, like, you put the right people that were going to change, vote, bill, or pass bills that are going to benefit you and affect you, you need to vote for Congress. I'm like, these people be in the White House for years. They don't have a set limit of time where they got to get out.
That's right.
When the election come up, you need to vote for these Congress members. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing the president do is sign off at the end and bring it to the table.
He's a figurehead. He's a puppet. But
he brings it to the table and signs off on the end. That's it.
More so, what we need to do to see direct change is vote for your local government, your city councilmen, your constables.
They don't do very much either.
Yeah, but they have the power to. They don't do it because they're not held to the fire. Their feet aren't held to the fire. That's what they're in place for. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Your city councilmen, they just be taking money. You know what I'm saying? Get free vehicles and stuff like that. They feet not held to the fire. When you go to other states and you see what their city councilmen is doing, their constables are doing, their city reps are doing, and all this other stuff, and you're like, damn, they don't do that in my city. Well, they wasn't pressed to. You know what I'm saying? That's where your most direct, immediate change takes effect in your local government. I'm telling you, your sheriff, your treasurer, you know what I'm saying? The auditors and all of that.
Before for supporting certain channels in my comments twice. Dang censorship. We can't voice our opinions freely. What up with tonight's topic? You missed it, Tanya. We had an interview on Dys. Mm-hmm. Really good. Go back and watch the video. 7th, they want us not to speak the truth. They do.
That's right.
Right about the constitutional rights, freedom of speech. I wasn't aware we were living under communism. We are. We are.
Man. I just, since we on this kind of whole little vibe, right? I want to say something else to just kind of shake everything up. I seen this video the other day and it caused me to watch another video. So,
rabbit hole.
Oh, right. Follow the rabbit hole.
Okay.
Buddy was talking about how our calendar is wrong. And it's like the second or third time I've heard this. The calendar is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I believe, I'm saying I'm just telling you what I heard.
Calendar is wrong.
Because it was changed by King Augustus.
Okay.
Hint, that's where August came from, my month. But still, you know what I'm saying? if I mean 8, October,
right? October
means
8.
8.
But it's the
Why
10th
is
month.
it the 10th month? Each one of these means something. Each
Okay.
November, December, Nova being 10, I think it is. Nova being 9 or something like that.
Nova's 9.
And they got it
December
as
is 10.
right. Right.
And
That
12.
means 10.
Right.
Right. So you see what I'm saying? But now, how is it that it's all out of order like this? You see what I'm saying? Like you said, it should be 13 months, 28 days.
All of them?
13 months, 28 days. Each month of the year should be 28 days. It's according to the lunar circular cycle, and the Mayan calendar is right on point with the Mayan calendar. It lines up with the season. You know what I'm saying? They said if you ever want to know what's real, look at nature. When do all the animals give their birth? In April, in the first season of the year, which is when life should take effect, which is when the flowers bloom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Which is when all this
that makes sense.
All this stuff is happening. So why wouldn't it naturally be the beginning of the year? You see what I'm saying? And now, like I said, I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just saying this is what the research shows. And it does. It makes great sense. And I'm like, damn, I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying?
In Ethiopia, they still have 13-month calendars.
Bam.
They are 7 days behind us.
I appreciate that. Somebody feeling what I'm saying.
That's 7.
7. You own it. And that's all I'm saying, because like a lot of this stuff.
Her husband's Ethiopian. That's why she know that.
See, so she getting it straight from, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm saying like he's from Ethiopia, so he's coming with a direct sense of knowledge of this, and it's true because when you break it down, especially in the video I seen, it lines up. Everything he was saying lines up, and I'm like,
so what year we supposed to be in?
Okay, now that's different. That goes back to, I can't think of his name, but he's the one who changed it from 366 to 365.
Okay.
365 days a year. So if you go, you can look at it 2 ways. One, we wasn't in the right phase, in the right year from the beginning, and he corrected it, or we was and he made it wrong. You see what I'm saying? So according to that, 2022 is the correct date, or it's supposed to be.
I feel like what Prince said was the best.
What?
Prince said, I only have one birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The day I was born. After that, I stopped counting. That's why it allows me to look the same way I looked 10 years ago, because I don't count years. I don't count time. So I take care of myself, and I do this and this. I still look the way I looked 10 years ago.
I like that. I like that concept. I like that concept, for real.
Julian Calendar. I forgot his name. Yeah. She said, yeah, and I live there too. Okay, she lives in Ethiopia.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of this stuff is so true when you think about it, and you be like, damn, I never thought about that because I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I never had a reason to question it before. But you know, when they tell you start questioning everything that you was ever taught, that is so true. And I'm not.
Call my brother now. He got a hotline. She'll let it hear.
Okay, I need to check that out.
I ain't gonna spoil the line on the line.
Okay.
He got a line you need to hear though. Talking about stuff of that nature.
Okay. All right. Definitely. I watched the video on the electric energy of the body, the chakras and all, and all that shit. And Buddy was talking about when them folks be hitting the bowl, they hitting the bowl, doing that shit. Yeah. So he was talking about why they do that. It's a meditative state, and it opens up everything, right? He was talking about electricity through the 7 layers of the body. Right. But he was like, what do scientists and engineers and all that measure electricity in?
Watts, ohms.
Yeah. So he was like, how crazy is it that they've been saying way before the term was even invented? Meditation was invented thousands of years ago. They've been saying for years. So that go to show you that the energy of this chakra, you see what I'm saying, is the exact same thing as the energy as what's measured in energy. Yeah. We just never put the 2 and 2 together, or they don't want us to know this. You see what I'm saying? Man,
ohms
is
crazy. The small voltage.
Well,
ohms is a small voltage. I learned that in high school.
Yes. You can measure it in ohms or watts.
That's how you measure, like you put calculators and stuff together. Each little ohm have 2 metal ends and different stripes to let you know how much positive and negative they got.
You have your own meters and your ions and diodes and stuff like that that's on there have a stripe code on it. You know what I'm saying? Each one of them represents a different number. See, y'all, we actually know something. Y'all see how we get to talking?
Nah.
Hey, we actually know something. Time is it though? We've been just chopping it up. Oh, here it is. Okay. But yeah, y'all, we can definitely talk about this stuff all night long, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all go back and watch the interview that we did on this tonight and start to get a better understanding, a better appreciation for this brother right here, y'all, for real.
I appreciate that, man.
Hey,
All right, with that being said, we love y'all support. We love to come on for y'all. Check us out Sunday after next. Pop Up Tuesday, be there on Tuesday. Ace will be here next weekend.
That's right. Y'all check me out. Your boy said on IG and YouTube.
IG and YouTube.
And you'll see him on there too sometime. Oh, be on the lookout for our music, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
I'm telling you, we got some
yeah.
dope ass stuff coming.
Yeah,
I promise you.
yeah.
For real. Y'all
Yeah.
seriously, please be on the lookout. I know we've been telling y'all this for the past 4 or 5 weeks, but listen, y'all, it's done. Oh my goodness, we have some great music for y'all.
This is Riley Sonova. I have my own channel as well. It's called Ken Woods. Check us out. Check him out. Said your boy said.
Your boy said. That's it.
Yeah.
YABOICED. Your boy said. Check me out.
This is the group channel right here. This is the Riley Sonova channel.
That's right.
With that being said, I'm your host, Dysfunctional, Dysfunctional's World.
I'm your boy Said. Your boy Said on IG. Peace. Virgo is fuck.